Hi, everyone. I wanted to go ahead and introduce myself. For those of you that I have not worked with before, my name's Jeremy, and I wanted to direct everyone to Pilot and just point out that on the content part of Pilot, I have once again posted the syllabus for intermediate and advanced drawing, as well as a demonstration video. So I'm going to be adding to this evening, but just as a introduction as well as a look at the demo and some discussion briefly, let's go ahead and just take a look. And what I'd like everybody to do is make a decision in terms of the materials that you're going to use, whether it's black and white acrylic paint or vine charcoal or graphite. The demonstration that I did is in black and white acrylic paint. I can do demos and other materials if need be, but this was just something I decided to do last night, and it's a simple 2.5, 3 hour demo, or drawing rather. The demo itself is only, I think, 20 or 30 seconds, but it was done just of the interior of my living room. So you can go outside, as I said in the syllabus, and work from the landscape, or you can set up inside. My concern, of course, is that you pick a motif that will generate an interesting drawing. And I will be posting some examples of what that looks like by way of old masters. Some of you that I've worked with are familiar with some good examples. But in any event, we'll just take a look at this, and then what we'll do is I'll stop it at a certain point after we've looked at it and explain a few things so that I can better articulate as to what it is that I'd like you guys to consider while making your drawing. Okay, so what I'd like to do is just take you back here, for instance, in the beginning stages of the drawing. And you can see, for instance, that there are just some preliminary lines that loosely begin to map out a notion of composition as it applies to the interior space. I don't spend an ornament amount of time with the line, and you can tell that it's not long before I begin to find a whole sequence of values. So what I want everybody to take notice of here, obviously, is that you're piecing things together. It ought to feel like you're putting together a complicated puzzle in some cases, with slight varying degrees of values that all attach to each other. So you're finding patterns of light and dark. Now, some of you that I've worked with before have heard me talk about that often. So this is an example of that. So you can see that I'm not trying to, describe one particular object. I'm looking for one value and then the value next to it. Hence patterns of light and dark. And what you'll find as you keep going along, everything starts to find and fit into place, so that you're not preoccupied with notions of perspective, but rather able to find the perspective as well as the proportion of everything, just by simply finding these patterns of light and dark, because you're going to see shapes that will in fact have a certain proportion. So in any event, rather, this is just one example. I will once again make sure to post some other images for you to refer to. You can also see that the size of this drawing has been cut down from that 18 by 24 inch. All right, let me know if there's any questions.